Groovy. How's it going?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Wi-Fi is acting weird. Carpet ain't even coming in for me. How we doing,
What's that?
man? We got week 4 and the final week of Two Gun Pedro's picks. Is it just me or is Scarpad not coming in for you guys in the chat? Because I just keep seeing a loading bar.
Oh, you're not seeing me?
Two Gun, you seeing it? Did you see Scarpad?
Well, I can go out and come back in. Hold on.
What could I be like? That's crazy. You see me now? No, he's gone now. But yeah, my Wi-Fi is. I don't know what's up with my Wi-Fi lately, man. But yeah, he'll be back in a second. So week 4, I ain't hear shit, man. It was just loading. It was just a loading circle. Must have been my Wi-Fi. There he is.
I went out and came back in. Am I better?
Yeah, it might have been my Wi-Fi, honestly, acting up. I don't fucking know. But yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on my tablet, so.
Well, I don't know why my Wi-Fi never was giving me any issues, and I feel like lately I've been having some issues here and there. I think I saw that I need to upgrade my BOC, my modems, and I gotta give them a call. But they were like, "Oh, you can't upgrade until you're caught up on your bill," and I'm like, "Man, fuck y'all, dude. Y'all the ones that fucking raised my bill to like double." But
Yeah, that's what they do. It's cable.
yeah, so week 4, I know it's fucking stupid, man. Like ridiculous. I'm paying full price and I can't get the right equipment so my shit works properly. So I'm gonna have to call them tomorrow. But week 4, Two Gun Pedro's month. We're gonna be jumping into March Madness next Sunday, and
I saw the devil.
I saw the devil. A
But
Korean
I did
film,
not see the deputy.
directed with Kim Ji-woon, starring
Could be.
Lee Byung-hun, Choi Min-sik, and yeah, unrated version too. So also Two Gun sent me a copy. Did he send you? He sent you a copy, I'm sure, right?
He did. It's over there at the moment. But thank you very much, Tugan. And I gotta say that movie looked fucking awesome. I mean, that was a good looking disc, and
Yeah.
I ripped it today, and it's like 40 gigabytes the movie, which is huge. Usually the movies
Really?
on a disc are about usually the movies on a disc are about 20 gigabytes, and they look okay. That movie was like double the size, and it looked good. It looked better than some of my 4Ks I've seen. Really good looking disc. I gotta think that movie was shot with like high.
Um,
It was 2010 too. You know.
my shit's being buggy again. I'm gonna reload. I'll be right back. Just keep talking about the disc again.
Uh,
I don't know why. You're like chopping. It's my Wi-Fi.
uh,
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
yeah, I think the that disc is better than some of my 4Ks I saw. That was a really good looking disc. I gotta think that the majority of those South Korean movies were shot on very high res 4K cameras because the movie looked really good. The outside stuff looked phenomenal. The inside stuff looked really good. I was impressed by it. Good looking disc, and that was put out by a Magnet, who does a lot of like low budget stuff. They did like I think they did a disc of that Stephen Yeun movie. What was that movie there? Mayhem, and that looked good too. But this looked really good. So I was pretty impressed by the video quality of this disc, and it was a long movie, so you would think the compression would be even higher, but it was good. Not a lot of features, I don't think, on the disc, but still, the movie itself looked phenomenal. So hopefully, Dylan will get back in here in a minute, and you guys might want to comment. Am I looking okay? Am I sounding okay? Because I'm on my tablet, which I don't normally get on the tablet. I'm normally on my PC. But let me know if it looks good to you guys out there in the audience. I'm good? Okay, good. Hopefully Dylan will be back in a second. Dylan's got to pay his Wi-Fi bill. They probably shut him off. So he might be coming back on his phone any minute now. I don't know. It would suck. They wait until the show comes on and they shut the guy off. That's it. You're done. You're out of here. But hey, let's
Nah,
see if he's back.
it was the fucking VPN, man.
I
The
thought maybe the VPN will screw you up. You got to shut that off.
I forget. It just connected when I turned it on. I forgot.
Yeah.
So it took me a second. Sorry. Because I was like, what the fuck? It's usually, because I never usually have issues with the Wi-Fi. It's always if I accidentally leave my VPN on.
That's my new puppy, by the way, right here.
Yeah. Oh, cutie.
Dead to the world.
Yeah.
We're talking about how that movie looked really good.
Yeah, it definitely did look really good. Before we dive into it, I figured we'd do a little horror news. Yeah, damn VPN. A little horror news. That was going to be one of my main topics. Was I went to see the monkey. Scarpad did not because he chose to buy a new dog instead of going to see a monkey. Fucking sellout.
I got a dog, not a monkey. Although he's a cute little monkey dog right here.
Yeah. But yeah, so I went to go see it Thursday night. I actually saw the first showing. I fucking loved it, man. I had a blast with it.
And you were dubious of it too.
I was very dubious. I was very dubious of it. I was not sure. I was really hoping I was gonna like it better than Long Legs. The more I really tried to stay. The only thing I saw was a teaser. And that was because I saw it in the theater. So I feel like I went in not really knowing much at all, and I didn't want. Usually, I'll watch like some non-spoiler reviews. I tried to not do any of those because I really
the trailer was pretty good. The trailer didn't ruin much.
I don't know how the official trailer was. I know the stuff now is giving away a lot, but the teaser I feel like didn't give away really anything.
Well, the trailer was a Red Band trailer, so it had a lot of gore in it. It was an R-rated trailer.
I feel like his trailer, like I remember when Long Legs came out.
It was same thing.
You didn't, yeah. He does. He puts out good trailers where he doesn't give much, and I really like that. So when you go in, you don't know what the fuck you're really in for, and I really appreciate that. but I would say I like the Monkey. Monkey would be my favorite film of his. I did like Longlegs. I didn't love it as much as some people. I do got to go back and rewatch it. Um, but I did enjoy Longlegs.
Well, this was a Stephen King short story.
Yeah, it was a Stephen King
Okay.
short. Yeah. But Longlegs, man, that shit is right up my alley. It's got dark comedy. It's got over the top gore. Um,
Like
and
Long Legs or the Monkey.
Monkey. I'm sorry. Yeah,
All right.
that's why I did really like Longlegs, but I like this a lot better. Like I was saying, this is more up my
Right.
alley. The Monkey. It gave me a lot like with the dark comedy and the overtop gore. Kind of gave me like a little bit Evil Dead vibes. You know what I meant? Like Evil Dead 2 vibes. Um,
Yeah. Well, Long Legs was trying to be like a Silence of the Lamb type.
and I think if people weren't comparing it to like Silence of the Lambs, I think when people compare it, then I'm like, no fucking way. But Long Legs works good on its own, but when you try to compare it to Silence of the Lambs, I don't. I think that kind of ruined it a little bit
Well, I
for
think
me.
the problem with I guess my question would be to you without spoilers. I mean, Long Legs. The problem with Long Legs is the last quote of that movie really let the movie down.
Yeah.
Does he stick the landing in this movie?
That I was gonna say that is my own. Like I
Uh
think
oh.
he's well, no, this is the thing. He sticks the landing, but I feel like he could have did a different ending and it would have worked better for me. And my girl said the same thing. Like we were kind of hoping because I can't spoil it. So there's two ways he could have went with this movie. I thought he was gonna go one way, and then it turns out to go a different way, which still makes sense. It still makes sense the way it goes. But in my opinion, it just resolves itself it resolves itself within like a 10-20 second conversation. And then
Uh
you're just
oh.
like, that's it. You know what I mean? Like
Do the
it's
same thing in Long Legs.
like we went through all this stuff in the movie just
Well, I
for
guess I guess my question would be you'd have to do some research on it and find out how it deviates from the Stephen King. I mean, does he follow that,
yeah.
or
I'm not
or
sure.
does it deviate from it?
I could tell you the monkey looked fucking awesome, like incredible, and they don't give rhyme or reason why this thing does what it does. It's like Final Destination in a way too, where it's like this monkey kind of just does. But like Evan says, he hears the kills are kind of ridiculous. Osgood Perkins said a thing where he wanted every kill to just be like off the wall bonkers and like for it to like these kills like
Yeah, that's fine.
they can't even be possible, but that's what makes it like fun. And
Right.
it's got a little light like little like comedy in it, a little dark comedy, and I just thought it worked, man. It was just a really fun time in the theaters, man, and I really enjoyed it. I love Stephen King stuff, and this will definitely be a day one pickup for me. I don't know if it's gotten a I don't think it has a
It's
pre-order yet, but
announced.
I will.
Yeah, yeah, it's coming. It's coming out in June.
I'm gonna be buying it. I would have got the fucking monkey popcorn box if they had it, but that's at AMC. I go to Cinemark.
Uh, yeah, it's been announced for June already.
Yeah, and the main guy, I wasn't too. I'm not too crazy about him. Um, but I thought he did a good job in this too. And they like the main guy. They started off with them as kids in the beginning, and I
Uh,
thought the kids really good job too. So I thought it was a really solid movie. I feel like Osgood Perkins, his ending in this is way better than Longlegs. Like I said, it's just preference where I felt like the ending could have been better if they went this way, but I still think the ending works. And actually, the kid from Halloween Ends is in it. The main guy from Halloween Ends that beats the shit out of Michael Myers. He's in it, which I enjoyed seeing him because I haven't seen him in a while. Corey, yeah. Oh, funny. Evan just said like 2 seconds, probably. What did he say? Like a minute before me. Um, but yeah, man, I highly recommend going and seeing The Monkey in theaters. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it, and I'll definitely now I want to go buy Long Legs because I want to like I feel like like with Robert Eggers, I want to own all this guy's films because this is like he's an up and coming director. And I just saw that Nosferatu on Peacock, because it's on Peacock now. It shows Oscar or Academy Award nominee, so it's gonna go up for an Oscar, man. And I hope Nosferatu wins. So,
I'm sure it's probably for cinematography or something, but
oh man, but who knows? Who knows? There could be acting in there as well. You never know. Willem Dafoe could be like a best supporting. You never. Who knows?
I'll be dubious of that happens. But we'll see.
It better win cinematography. There's nothing that could top a cinematography. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I want to pick up Longlegs. Hopefully, I can maybe still get it the 4K with the slip, because I want to make sure I'm picking up all of his movies. And there was a bump, and he teased at the end, which I missed, and I'm pissed because I didn't think there would be a teaser. It was kind of like X, when at the end of X, Ty West showed a teaser for his next movie, which was Pearl.
Oh, yeah.
He did that for his next movie, which I believe is called The Keeper, but I didn't get to see it because I didn't think there would be I didn't think there would be anything for, a horror movie.
Right.
I was pissed. I tried to go back, and I had to go. I had to get it going, so I didn't get a chance. But from what I heard, it was like a super, super tiny teaser. But yeah, his next movie is going to be with the same company, Neon, which I believe Longlegs was Neon, and now The Monkey was Neon. It's this new company that's been around for a few years now, but they're really trying to get in the horror scene.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I think Nicolas Cage owns parts of that.
What was that?
I think Nicolas Cage may be involved in some of that, because that's who put out his Sympathy for the Devil movie.
Oh, okay. He possibly might. And James Wan was a producer on this too, so his company was involved, obviously. So.
Yeah, Evans has said best production design, best cinematography, best makeup, hairstyling, and best costume design. So
no actors, but that's fine with me, man. I think it should win best cinematography. That's for damn sure. I think best costume design too, and all that. I watched all those. I think it should win. But
yeah, I watched. I finally saw the extended version of that this week, and there's not a lot of note in the. I mean, if you're gonna watch the version, you might as well watch the extended. But there's nothing. It just adds some like longer explanations by Defoe, and I think it adds like a little bit more to like a Nosferatu speech, but it's nothing major, unfortunately. But.
Companion came out on digital, which I watched that. I believe you.
I love the Companion. I love the Companion. I thought it was good. I mean, that came out at the same time as Hard Eyes, and that's how you do a romantic slasher / horror sci-fi movie.
That's what I wanted to go see instead of Hard Eyes at the theater.
Yeah.
I'm glad I ended up just seeing Hard Eyes, because Companion literally came out like 2 days later on digital. So,
yeah. But, I enjoyed the Companion. That was good.
Trailer did not show a fucking thing. Not a thing. And that movie ended up, I really enjoyed that. So yeah, that would be another purchase worthy, honestly, in my opinion.
That's coming out that's coming out in April, I believe. April 1st. I've already ordered it on 4K.
I'm debating if I want to wait till it goes down in price, honestly, because I did really enjoy it, and it was produced by the Barbarian guy. But The Monkey is day one.
I think it's going to drop in price because it's a slipcover. It'll be low.
Yeah, definitely. That Popeye's Revenge, is that the one that you watched? Which one did you watch?
Yes, we watched Popeye's Revenge, me and Two Gun, and it was okay.
But didn't you? I thought you said the other night though that there was a sequel.
No, there's another movie coming out called Popeye the Sailor Man. I don't think that's out yet, or maybe it's out, but I have to find it. But yeah, Popeye's Revenge was all right.
Okay. It looks like Tubi has an original movie called Tarot Curse, which Tubi had that one original movie that you found and told me about, and I really enjoyed that. So maybe that could be okay. I forget the name of the one that you told me.
The one with the family there. That one, I believe it was.
That was really good. That was
Yeah, it
really
was
good.
all right.
Well, for a Tubi, I thought a Tubi original that was really good. I
Right.
thought. It says Eden Lake filmmaker directed
Low lifes. Yeah, Two Guns got low lifes.
Low Life. Yes. Oh, so I've been hearing they were doing a Clayface movie, and I thought it was going to be directed by Mike Flanagan, but they're saying it's Eden Lake filmmaker directing Clayface movie written by Mike Flanagan. That's kind of a bummer. I wanted Mike Flanagan to direct it and write it. I don't know what the fuck Eden Lake is, so I'll have to look into that. And I guess Phantasm star Reggie Bannister just
Yeah, he's not
recently,
doing well.
he's not doing well and just got sent to hospice and is uh,
Yeah.
basically giving out his address so that fans can send cards and letters because he has dementia and it ain't doing too well. So yeah, bummer. It looks like the monkey enter to win exclusive resin sculpt of the original design. Damn, that'd be sick, dude. I think that's actually the popcorn box. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean that's a standard. I mean that's not old. They've always had that toy with the monkey drums, and it doesn't
Yeah.
look too much different than that.
The one in the movie is like a really good size, man. Like a really good size. Like it looks like a toddler, like probably bigger than your dog, honestly.
What are you trying to say? You give my dog shit.
I'm just saying, man. Um oh, and they had these novels it was called Clown in the Cornfield, and that RLJE company is putting out
Right.
is adapting it. So that looks like it would be, those books are it's a trilogy book set, I believe. So that
Mhm.
if that movie does good, they could do two more movies. They could do a trilogy, and it's a really popular book. Um, it's actually one I've been wanting to read for a long time. I just haven't gotten a chance. I think that was one I wanted you to like put on the Nook for me, but I don't know if you ever were able to come across it. Um, so I'm super excited for that. Clown in the Cornfield. They actually released a Red Band trailer for that too. Um, and it looks like Last of Us season 2 posters announced April 13th premiere date. About fucking time. I mean, what have we been
I
waiting
don't.
like?
Yeah, I don't remember much of that.
Well, I mean, I remember
Well,
not much zombie stuff. Steven Spielberg's mysterious UFO movie gets a new June 2026 release date. Steven Spielberg going back to like the alien world with UFOs. I'm excited for that.
mm,
Cool. Uh, and speaking of what's his name,
excuse me.
Pedro Pascal in Last of Us, there was a trailer that just came out called Tales, and it's like a 80s genre mixtape anthology movie or something, but it looked pretty
I've
good.
seen it. Yeah,
I sent that to you. It had like that old school 80s cover.
yeah. He's
Looked
good.
cool.
I watched that. I watched that movie Prospect with him and the girl from Companion.
Oh yeah,
That came
yeah.
out in 2018. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta check that one out. I did that one like flew under the radar. I'd never heard about that one.
It's very hard sci-fi though.
Very hard sci-fi. Yeah, I like sci-fi, so yeah. So I believe that is it, man. So highly recommend going and see the monkey, man. Definitely go check that out. Oh, Eden Lake is a great movie.
I heard it was good.
I feel like I recall that. Is that the one with Dylan? Oh wait, that's from 2009. So that's an older movie. No, I don't think I've ever seen this. Kelly Riley and Michael Fassbender and Jack O'Connell. Teen horror. Is it 2008? Two Gun that Eden Lake. I'll have to check that out.
Sounds about right.
Okay. So yeah. What do I think about SNDN upcoming remake reboot? What's that? SNDN. Remake, reboot. I'm not sure what that is. SNDN.
I don't know.
What's up, GT?
Come on, kid.
What's up, Jag? What's up, Nicholas? Just want to say, or yeah, I know that was sick that you went for the substance. So, Silent Night, Deadly Night. Yeah, I don't think we were. I just heard about that, honestly. Um, I forget if they announced who's directing it or anything. Who the fuck is putting that? I feel like I can't remember who's putting that out. If it's like RLJE or what. Um, yeah, I mean, if they do it right, it could be cool. I mean, I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's not going to be anything like the original with that cheesiness, or like the second one. Um, I don't know why I don't have anything on that. I know I've heard about it. Let's see if there's anything here. But yeah, I mean, if they do it right, I think it'd be cool. I mean, I love holiday horror movies as long as they're done right. Another horror movie to add to the list around Christmas time. I think if they do it right, it could be fucking sweet. I mean, it's a very simple script, you know what I mean? Parents get killed on Christmas by Santa, some guy in a Santa outfit, and he goes nuts. But I think they could go a little bit deeper with it, maybe, and a little bit darker, because they've already remade that once, but it was just called Silent Night, and that really didn't have anything to do with it was just a guy in a Santa suit going around
That's
killing.
what Malcolm McDowell, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that one I really
That
enjoyed.
was all right. Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too. But yeah, I'm down for it. I just want it to be done good. I just want a good movie. That's all I want. I mean, Hollywood's gonna keep remaking shit. I'd rather have original ideas. But if you're gonna remake, they're gonna just remake shit because they can't come up with new ideas. So go ahead, remake it again. You know, they've already remade it, but remake it again. But as long as you do it justice, that's fine with me. You know. But you know, Black Christmas got remade twice, and the fucking second time was bad. So I hope they don't do no Blumhouse Black Christmas bad with the new Silent Night, Deadly Night. But I feel like a good company and decent directors behind that. I don't remember who. I'll have to look up the article later. But yeah, I'm down for it. So I Saw the Devil, Korean film. This was one that Two Gun sent me a while ago, and originally he wasn't gonna have us do this. He was gonna have us do that movie Edge of Axe, which I believe is like 80s cheesy slasher flick, and he decided second to change it out to I Saw the Devil. And honestly, I was super happy he did it. I did not know that this was going to be a 2.5 hour movie, which I know Scarpad didn't either, because that threw us for a loop. Because usually we're used to watching like hour and a half movies.
2 hours and 22 minutes.
But I did not mind it at all. I watched it today, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good movie. I saw it had a lot of good reviews going for it, so I was really excited going into it. And Korean films are I feel like the last decade, man, Korean films have been really popular, and I think they put out some of the best stuff foreign wise. Like if we're, I feel like Japan had its time with The Grudge and The Ring and all that stuff. And I feel like Korea, man, is just really up their game, and they've been running shit the last decade, man. And I thought this movie was top notch, man. It kind of reminded me of like Itchy the Killer in a way, but definitely different. But it definitely kind of gave me some like Itchy the Killer vibes. But yeah, so it's basically about this guy, this basically like this fucking maniac serial killer that goes around, kind of like stalking. He doesn't really stalk women, but he just kind of comes across these women, and he either he rapes them, but he always murders them. From what I heard from that one guy, he says that he likes to play with his, he likes to.
Yeah, he rapes him beforehand.
But I didn't think he did that to the wife in the beginning, so I wasn't sure. But
Yeah, he did.
you had a nice set of tits, man. So I guess I'm sure he did. Um, but yeah, so this guy comes across this. We just start in a winter storm, and this woman is broken down with a flat tire, and this random guy comes along saying, "Hey, I'll check on it for you. I'll check on it for you." And she's like, "No, no, no, I'm good. The tow truck's coming." And she's on the phone with her husband, who we don't know what he's really doing, but it looks like he's part of like maybe like Secret Service detail. He's got
He's a secret agent.
yeah. Well, we find that out, but us at the opening, you don't really.
Yeah, you don't know what it is, right?
Yeah. But you can kind of get from the vibe of like his nice suit. He's got other like guys with the same suit around him, and it seems like it seems like he's an important guy. You know what I mean? Or he has an important job, and yeah, so she's telling him that this guy's around, and she's like, hey, he's like, just tell the guy to go, that the tow truck's coming, don't worry about it, and she hangs up the phone with her husband, and she just basically says, tow truck's coming, don't worry about it, rolls the window up on him, and this fucking guy just walks away, comes back and starts fucking stabbing the shit out of her, and drags her across the snow, and takes her back to this place, and basically just fucks her up some more, and cuts her into pieces. And then you basically cut to these cops scouring this river for a body, and they find her decapitated head. And it's funny when that guy finds her head, he's like, ah! He just starts like running.
Well, I like when he trips, puts it in the box, he trips, and the head comes rolling around.
Yeah. So once his wife is found dead, and the way that she was brutally murdered, this guy, we find out he is Secret Service, a highly dedicated Secret Service agent, just a badass motherfucker, you know what I mean? And he goes on a fucking bender of revenge, man, and he's gonna stop at nothing to find who the fuck did this to his wife. And yeah, so you basically are following him, go on this spree, trying to figure out who he is. And once he finds out who he is, he doesn't just do the normal thing and just beat the shit out of the guy and kill him. This guy fucking finds him, and it's it's about this guy, man. He takes it deeper, where it's not just about like the hunt, but then once he fucking finds him, he wants to play like fucking games with him. He wants to play mind games with him. Finds him, puts like this tracker on him, which I was confused how, like, once he puts the tracker on him, how he can like hear. I guess like that little capsule could pick up.
Right, shoved it down his throat.
It just stays in his throat.
He swallows it, goes in his body, and he is out.
Yeah. That's why I was like, how can he still hear? I get it's a game of cat and mouse. So whenever he's like hearing, he's like listening and hearing him do shit. And it's funny, he beats the shit out of him right before he's about to rape this chick, and then he leaves a stack of money with him too. The killer's like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? And he just pops up on him at these random times when he's about to do something really fucked up, and just beats the living shit out of him, and keeps saying, he's like, you think this is bad? Wait, I'm just getting started. And just keeps fucking with him until he gets to a point where he fucking shits that pill out, or he goes to that one guy's house, and where he's like selling him bodies, and the guy's like eating human flesh. And
Yeah, that was probably one of the better parts of the movies where he goes.
yeah,
They're like serial killer friends of his. With
yeah,
the
I thought
guy's like
that was
he's a
cool.
serial killer, but he eats people, and they have
Yeah,
like a relationship.
yeah.
That was kind of a interesting part of the movie, I thought.
Because at first I was like, is there like a few guys that are into this? But it was just like that one guy at least.
And
Uh,
his girlfriend or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, there's some more I'll explain. I don't want to explain the whole movie.
Once you eat the human meat,
Yeah, you go a little mad. Yeah, man, when he cuts into his Achilles, that was brutal. And they get right into that, like got a close up of his foot, back of his foot when he does that. That scene in the taxi was fucking wicked too, man. When he just starts gutting the hell out of the guy in the front and the back. That was great. And that's like right after uh the the agent, or the husband finds him, beats his ass, and then uh puts the pill inside the tracker in him. And then the first thing he does is flag down a taxi and then kill these two guys like brutally. Um,
well,
so yeah,
they were gonna kill him. They picked him up. The guy was in the back seat. They were gonna kill him. So those two were the rare bad guys that he killed because
yeah,
they were about to fuck him up.
I guess so. Well, you find out that they ended up killing the real taxi driver because they got a body in
Right.
I didn't know,
They were gonna.
I wasn't sure. I thought he just killed him kind of just because, but
Well, he did, but they were still gonna kill him
yeah,
anyways.
he didn't know that technically though,
Right.
but
No, he didn't. He didn't know until
until after.
he caught on. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because even too, it says the two guys in the taxi were killers too. That's the thing.
Right.
It's like you don't just come across this one killer. There's like a bunch of killers. Because even still in the beginning, he's got like 3 suspects that he goes and beats the fucking shit out of and fucks them all up. And I think he kills a couple of them. And so like he doesn't just until he eventually finds the real guy.
Right. I mean, this was basically yeah. Yeah, yeah. It was basically a Jackie Chan horror movie. It's like if Jackie Chan
Yeah, Jackie
was
Chan,
was
Revenge.
a revenge type.
Cat and mouse game. But I've been talking a lot about the movie. Overall, what did you think of the movie? Because this was your first time watching it too, and
Right. Um. Okay. Yeah. I liked a lot of it. And I disliked a lot of it.
you
First
disliked it.
off, I disliked a lot of it. I liked a lot of it. I disliked a lot of it. I will say, first off, it's too long. It's 2 hours 22 minutes. This movie should have been an hour and 45 minutes. And it could have got across the same thing it got across without being that long.
Yeah, I feel like
At the point there's a point in the movie. I think there's a definite point in the movie where I think the movie went south for me a little bit, and that's the point an hour and 38 minutes in where he beats the living snot out of the guy with a pipe,
yeah,
and basically that guy should be dead. He should be dead. It's ridiculous that the movie
yeah.
went on past that point.
That guy's even like, okay, if he did live, that motherfucker be in the hospital for a
Yeah,
month. You know what I mean?
he should be dead. To me, and that's an hour and 38 minutes. I'm looking at the time, and we still had another 45 minutes to go in this movie.
Yeah,
But my problem with the movie is I like the performances in the movie, especially the killer. I thought was really good.
yeah,
Unfortunately, I watched the dub version, so I didn't really get his really true performance. But just from his body mannerisms,
yeah.
he was really good. I like that. I love the killers that he goes live with while he's recuperating.
I
Uh,
think
the
solid 2 hours would have been like perfect.
Yeah, the secret agent guy was okay. He was good and he performed well. My problem with this movie is, I kind of get what they were going for, but I don't think they nailed it. They were going for basically that you know you have to become a monster to track a monster and to do revenge.
Right.
But they didn't really push that enough where the guy really truly did become a monster.
I
he
didn't think
had
so either.
he had a remorse at the end, and to me it was ridiculous.
The killer
I
never
couldn't
like let go. He
no,
was just
I
like, oh,
couldn't feel anything for the main character because the guy is an idiot. I mean, okay, I don't get his idea. I understand he wants revenge and he wants to make the guy suffer. Then you take the guy to a warehouse and you continually do stuff to him and you make him suffer. But by doing this cat and mouse stuff, where he's constantly catching him, beating him, and then just releasing him first time with money so he can go on, he puts other people in harm's way. Now, those
right.
two guys in the car that he killed, that's fine. But he did kill. He did murder once again. He murdered the sister of his wife and the
Right. He
father of
almost
the
murdered
wife.
the chief. I
Those are
didn't know.
innocent people.
Did he murder the dad? I thought he did maybe make it because he was alive when he was
Oh no, he wasn't alive. He beat the crap out of him. He murdered the
yeah,
girl,
yeah.
and
And
he put
that's
all these
where those
people. And
cops
he
are like, you're playing a dangerous game, you
yeah, I
know.
know he put all these people in danger. And it's just even after he beats the living crap out of the guy, where the guy should be dead, he takes him from the hospital, dumps him in a tunnel, and lets the guy just escape and go do stuff again. And he's just waiting for him,
Yeah,
and he can hear all the stuff that he's doing
yeah.
to him.
Well, and then he
To me,
eventually he finds out that that idiot talks about the capsule in front of him. He's like, "Oh, don't worry, he's knocked out," but he's not knocked out. And then he goes and shits it out and digs through the bacteria.
right,
So,
right,
and that's where it fucks up, and that's how he's able to go kill the father. Otherwise,
right.
he thought he thought like, "Oh, I'm tracking him, I can hear." But once he was able to get rid of the tracker, that's when it fucked
Yeah.
everything.
So for me, I mean, I think I like the movie up to that point, the way he does that final beatdown in an hour 38. And to me, the rest of the movie kind of spun its wheels a little bit and did stuff that it did in the beginning of the movie, anyways. And that's why I think they could have just shortened it up, cut out like 20 minutes of it,
Yeah,
and it would have been a better, tighter movie. And just follow through. If you're gonna make the guy a monster for hunting a monster, follow through on that. They didn't really.
well,
And
the only thing I could say is that because I agree, I wish they would have maybe went a little darker with him, but I feel like that's the thing where he's fighting this thing inside him where he wants
right,
to become that monster, but he's like fighting an urge like that, that's
yeah, I
not
understand
real.
that. I just
And
as a main
that's why
character,
he's like crying at the end and
right,
shit. And the other guy, it's like the difference between him and
right.
the killer, where the
Right.
killer literally
Yeah, but
faces
the problem is,
death
I don't
and
think there is a
torture,
lot of
and it's
difference.
not even phasing him. And
Yeah, I don't think there
yeah,
is a lot of difference because he does a lot of stuff that gets people killed, um, and didn't have to be. So to me, he's almost as guilty as a killer. Not quite,
yeah,
but then that's why, and that's my major problem, I think, with the movie. I liked portions of it. I really liked the way it was shot. I like
yeah,
the acting. But I just think it never recovered after that really monumental beatdown he gives the guy.
yeah.
After that, it just goes on way too long and just didn't do it for me, unfortunately.
I
But
definitely, I definitely,
I do like portions of it.
I definitely will be watching the Korean version because I'd like to hear like the killer's actual voice because I think he was the star in my opinion. I
Well,
think
he
the
was.
I
Yeah,
think
he
that
was.
I think that the husband did a good job, but I would have liked to let him get a little bit darker, like a little, like he didn't have to go fully, but at least a little bit more because I feel like when he's talking about torture him, and all he does is like put the screwdriver through his mouth, and I'm thinking he's gonna like torture the fucking shit out of this guy. You know what I mean? And he really
Yeah, I
doesn't.
mean, to do that shit. I mean, I guess it would be too much like hostile and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
at least that way, doing that stuff doesn't get anybody else killed.
yeah,
And this final, what happens to him at the end with the head, that was kind of cool. I mean,
yeah.
that
That
was
was
okay.
right in front of
But
his family and shit too. Like
but
which I forgot. I feel like there was a reason for that too, that he did it exactly like that. Um,
mm,
but yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely understand your dislikes on it. Um, the only thing that I'd say would bother me is that I would have liked him to go a little bit darker. But I understand. It's a um yeah, it's stupid how he does it, but it's you know, it's him playing cat and mouse, him trying to fuck with this guy that, you know, brutally murdered his wife. And in his head, he thought he had him and that he couldn't do anything crazy because every time he would have that chance, he'd go in to stop it, because he had the track.
Yeah.
Once he loses the track, once he finds the tracker, then it really goes south, and that's when the fucking guy. And that's a part of, you know, that's another part that he's got to live with is that him doing it the way he did it, you know, cost people their lives, and that's a part of him, you know, trying to become that monster to hunt him the way he is. Yeah, well, it backfired on him, you know. If he would have just tortured him, killed him, you know, his father-in-law wouldn't have died. The daughter, or you know, the daughter got killed, you know,
Mhm.
or, you know, his sister-in-law got killed. So, but yeah, I was glad they went in all in on that decapitation scene too. I thought that was cool. That was cool. A little kind of like a little like Saw scene or something, you know, kind of like a little trap. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I'll definitely be checking out the Korean version, and there were some good kills in there. Um, I think the Achilles one might have been the roughest one. There was also that scene when the guy that was eating the meat or the human flesh, the guy, you know, and the
Mhm.
husband comes in, he's like, I'm gonna give you a smile for the rest of your life, and he just starts
Mhm.
pulling his jaw apart. I wish they would have went a little bit more with that, where you would have saw
Right.
see it to start kind of cracking the skin, but I would have loved to really see him just like fucking rip that jaw open, man. That would have been fucking sick, dude. Especially the unrated cut. Come on, man. What's up, Fable? Um, yeah, man. I definitely enjoyed it. I would have rather had it be 2 hours. I think they could have got everything they needed done in 2 hours. But yeah, I was definitely down for the ride, man. I definitely was down for it. And I thought, like, you know, like you said, him going around and he's like he's killing these chicks, but then he's selling the human flesh to this guy. I think maybe he was selling the flesh to him. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was just killing these women.
Yeah, the guy was his own serial killer, I think.
Yeah, yeah, but I thought that was kind of cool that, you know, yeah, that
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have friends who have similar interests.
yeah, right, right. Gotta have your own buddies that got the same hobby. But it was kind of I like their scene together too when whatever he says, and then he's like, "You're letting that fucking meat go to your head, you." Or he's like, "Once you
Right.
eat meat, you know, you'll never eat anything else." He's like, "You crazy fucking bastard," and he's like, "What'd you say?" And he like tries to get all serious, and he's like, "You better think for a second. You realize you're fucking talking to Chung Lung or whatever the fuck his name is," and he's like sitting there. He's like, he like literally like starts tearing up. He's like, "Oh man, this meat is going to my head, man."
Well,
Like
that's the other thing, though, too, is I got the idea that
terrified of this guy.
well, this guy seemed to have a rep and was somebody, but they didn't really build
Yeah,
that up either a lot. That he
not
was
much.
somebody that like a major
That people were terrified.
psycho, you know, right? Like
They
he's
did.
out in the middle. He's out in the middle of the road there. You got the knife, and they all could have went and grabbed him. They just stand there watching the guy, like, oh, we're gonna hit him, you know, like he's this big badass. Like he had a rep, but they didn't. That part of the movie was a little unclear.
Yeah,
Um, Obviously, he
yeah.
was somebody because he was the third guy on the. He was the third guy that he checked out after the first two didn't pan out. So I mean, obviously they kind of knew the guy.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Oh yeah,
about that.
yeah, yeah.
Early in the movie, the guy that's one of like the one of the three first suspects that he's looking into.
Right.
The Asian guy jerking
Oh, I
off.
like the guy that comes in. He goes, "Who's bust your
Oh,
balls?"
yeah, right. Oh man.
You let somebody bust your balls. That was a
Yeah,
good. That was funny.
that was
There was
great.
very, there was very little. There was very little humor in the movie. There was some, but
Yeah,
that was one of the humor scenes.
yeah, yeah. I feel like those the Korean movies. They'll always drop a little humor here and there. You know. Um, But yeah, man, I definitely enjoyed it, man. There's some definitely some brutal shit in this movie, man, and um, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit, man. I definitely I don't think it was perfect, but I definitely, for a 2.5 hour movie, I don't think it dragged really anywhere. It's like where I wish that they had like, okay, this is the unrated cut. I wish there was like a 2 hour cut because that would be I'd be more likely to
Yeah,
really.
no, I really thought it. I really thought it dragged badly.
Oh, really? It didn't really.
Yeah, I was getting. I had that hour and 38.
Oh, really?
Movie
You know
went
what?
south for me.
It didn't. It
That's why I
was.
like the
I
first
say
half of it, but
the
that part.
opening, and then like once he's kind of like investigating those first three people. Yeah, it didn't really drag much for me. I guess maybe like one.
The last 40 minutes dragged badly for me. I mean, once
It
he
didn't
beat down that guy.
for me. Well,
Yeah.
there was some spots throughout it, but it would drag a tad, but it wasn't bad for me. I feel like maybe on the rewatch, it would drag a little bit more for me than the first viewing because I was really locked in and what was going on with the serial killer and with the husband. So yeah, it didn't bother me, but I feel like longer run times usually bother you more than they do me. Run, if
Well,
I'm
they'll bother me if the runtime is just like Nosferatu's 2 hours and 16 minutes. That didn't bother me that
well,
runtime because
originally you were like, oh, cut like
well,
15 minutes
yeah, I
out.
mean they could have cut 10 minutes out of it, but they didn't have to. I mean, I watched it again; it was fine. This one is really really
I watched,
unnecessarily
I
long.
watched that movie twice in the theater within like 2 days, and it didn't
Yeah,
bother me
no,
whatsoever.
this
So
movie is unnecessarily long.
no, it definitely is long for sure. That's where like the rewatch because I bet you Two Gun watched this today at work. He said, I bet you Two Guns watched this like fucking 3 to 5 times, knowing him. But yeah, I'll definitely be giving it another watch on the Korean version. Yeah, unless it's Terrifier 2. Well, that one's pretty.
Terrifier 2, they could have cut out the whole
That
scene with
clown cafe
that
thing.
clown. That clown. That one we cut 10 minutes. It would have been perfect.
Yeah, but the director, that's a super
The flashback.
um,
Yeah.
but yeah, the runtime ain't really bother me. I mean, I've been fine with 2 hours, but it doesn't really bother me honestly. Because I was really locked into
I
it.
think I think the last time a movie with a runtime bothered me as much was Storm of the Century.
Fuck you.
Actually, that runtime did bother me more than this
Yeah.
because
The
at least this had some good action in it. Storm of the Century was like,
runtime bothered me so much. It was fucking Kingdom of the Spiders, motherfucker.
I mean, that's 90 minutes of pure joy.
Whatever. I do enjoy seeing Shatner get his ass get eaten up by spiders, though.
And then hey,
Yeah, I gotta pick up that Kino Blu-ray of Kingdom of the Spiders.
and the 4K. Wait for the 4K to come out. I have a feeling I'll probably put a 4K out eventually.
I'd be fine with the Blu-ray. Did you see they do that? Abbott and Costello Meet the Monsters is getting a 4K box set from Kino. But
Yeah, they should just done all the movies. I don't know why they're just doing the monster ones.
I guarantee they're gonna probably do the rest. They're gonna just try to get more money and do separate box to do a set like a second box.
Yeah, they would have to be priced well, and the extras would have to justify it because really, how much better is that going to be than the Blu-ray Shout Factory one I have? I mean, even if they remaster it,
Oh, you have
probably
the
not a
Shout
lot.
Factory one?
I have the Shout Factory Epic still a complete set that has all the movies in it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're probably. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, because I did notice that there was like a couple different movies in that aren't in like that Universal Monsters set and all that. They had like Hold That Ghost.
Yeah, all that Ghost, right?
Abbott and Costello Meet the Killer, Boris Karloff.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It. And then like Abbott and Costello Meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I don't think that's in.
That's in there. That's in there.
That's in the Universal Monster 30 film set.
No. That's in the Shout Factory one.
Yeah, I don't.
And it's also in that It's also in that DVD. I think I sent you that DVD of the
Yeah, I
Abbott
think
Costello monster movies.
that was missing a disc though.
Wow.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah, it has. It's on
it was
there.
like a volume 1 and 2, I believe, and I think
No, no, it was
or
just one
whatever.
volume. It has them all.
I'll have to look, but I know something you sent me, and I thought it was the Abbott Costello was missing because it was like a 2 disc set, and it was missing a disc. But
Oh no, no, not those. I sent you. I sent the DVD. There's a DVD of just Abbott Costello Meet the Monsters. I think I sent you that. Look around. You should have it.
I'll have to look. I want to get the Abbott Costello meet the creature, but I know that's like a TV thing. But I still,
Yeah, it's not.
yeah. But the artwork on that shit looks sick.
It is good. Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure it's gonna be expensive.
probably.
So
I guess so.
yeah. So what would have been like your favorite kill in this, or like favorite brutal scene?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm trying to remember them.
There's the Achilles one. There's the Nutcracker. There's the
The Nutcracker was good.
kill. There's the taxi kills. Um,
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, they were all pretty good. I mean, there's. I don't think I have a favorite. They were all done pretty well.
yeah. The Achilles one, I think, was probably the most brutal. I thought the ending scene was
Right.
pretty good, though, too, with him getting decapitated right in front of his family.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah. I might go that one, but even the guy getting his balls smashed, that was a fucking another brutal one. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was great, man. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I was trying to look at some of the stuff that yeah, dude, the taxi scene was a great sequence, man. That was shot really. That's another thing
Right.
that we talk about, the cinematography. The way this movie was shot was really well done. I thought that and that taxi sequence was probably my favorite sequence. I thought that was a great sequence, and then when he comes into the house where the guy's about to cut up that girl for her fucking stomach flesh to eat. But yeah, the first decapitation scene was crazy too. Yeah, and then he's just on his knees, just cutting her up, throwing her into a box. Yeah, man, that shit. I thought the movie was pretty brutal at times, man, but I thought it was fucking wicked, man. All
Yeah,
right,
but 2010, yeah.
yeah, especially for 2010. But yeah, I was trying to look and see what else the guy had done. It looked like this Lee Byung Hun, the husband, had worked with this Kim Ji Woon before. I believe they did this movie called A Bittersweet Life together. I don't know if this guy's ever, because I don't, do they technically call this horror? This is like a psychological thriller, um, technically, but I definitely think it has like horror in it.
Oh, yeah.
The Good, the Bad, the Weird, Bittersweet Life, Tale of Two Sisters. This Tale of Two Sisters is a horror. It says suspense, mystery, tragedy, drama, horror, mystery, thriller. That could be good. Have you seen any of it? Anything else of this director's stuff, Dugan?
No,
Yeah, we're gonna have a permanent smile. That's when he was gonna fucking rip that guy's jaw open. That was sick. Did another thing called Dr. Brain. That's a TV show. Felt like if they would have showed him yank his jaw, that would have been sick, but the scene still felt unsettling raw. Like those long. Yeah, that's what I was saying too, man. I would have liked to see him actually like rip his jaw off or just at least like pull it fucking open more. Where you saw like the ends of his, like mouth split. You see like the beginning of it start kind of like splitting. But yeah, it definitely was unsettling because the guy's just like he's handcuffed and he's just like fucking going nuts, shaking, can't do nothing, and he's just getting just slowly, man. So That was the thing about this movie, man. There was just a lot of really raw, unsettling scenes, and they were long shots. They went for a long time. Like they just kept the camera there, and they just kept it going, man. They didn't really pull away. Even if they didn't like show a lot, they kept it going for a second, and that's what, like Evan said, made it like unsettling. And I don't think they, as me being just a horror fan, I always want more. But I think the way that they did it with it, them making it longer, it worked really well. Oh, the main villain in this movie called Old Boy, which had a US. Oh, I didn't know. I've never actually seen Old Boy. I've never seen the original or the remake.
Yeah, okay, that's where I've seen him from before. Yeah.
But I was gonna say he did kind of look familiar. But I know Old Boy is super, super popular, so that makes sense why they got him. Have you seen Old Boy?
I saw the original one a long time ago. I don't remember
Yeah.
it that well.
I remember the remake had Josh.
Yeah, the
Brolin.
remake has Johnny
That
there.
was very weird. I don't know if his is any good at all. I feel like it's probably okay, but I bet you it's not as good as the original.
Old Boy is based on a comic.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Fucking hot as fuck, man. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought I heard you talk about Old Boy being really good too, or Fable. Have you seen? You're talking about the original though, right? Or are you talking about the remake? Both movies are good. I'm curious if Fable likes the original or the remake better. 'Cause I know James Gunn loves Old Boy. I know the action sequences are amazing. Yeah, I was gonna say I know a lot of directors always say how much they love Old Boy. I'll have to watch those, man. I'm sure I could find them somewhere. I don't know. It was 2003. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch the original after I watch the remake. DK, what up, bro? Daredevil hallway fight scene is an homage to it. Oh, really? Well, that's a fucking amazing fight scene in Daredevil. So that's. I feel like I think I've seen that. I've probably seen a clip for that. Oh, how did I not remember that? I know. I feel like I just saw his list too the other day. That's sweet. Yeah, I'll definitely have to give that a watch. So what are we rating this, my man? Anybody in the chat, if you guys were able to watch I Saw the Devil, let us know what your rating is down below. What are you rating this, man?
Well, since we do movies out of 5, and I basically kind of do like half of this movie, till the second half, I'm gonna give it 2.5.
Wow, that's fucked up.
No, I really liked the first half of the movie, but I was really disappointed by the second half.
That's fucked up.
That's how I feel, man.
Fuck your feelings. I'm just kidding. Let's see. I'd probably be at about a 4. I was gonna say maybe 3.75, but I'm gonna go 4. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, and I'll definitely be giving it a rewatch. Makes me want to watch more Korean stuff too, honestly. I've seen some Korean stuff, but I haven't seen a lot. You know, there's always so much more to watch. So, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely be watching Old Boy because of this one. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Could have been a little shorter, but I thought the serial killer in this was really good. And man, tell me this. So the entire time that husband, he's like, you know, the whole time he's so like stoic and like doesn't, is just very quiet and don't say much. And then at the end, when he's like walking down that road crying and showing his teeth, that shit fucked with me, man. Like, put them teeth away, dog. Why are you crying like that? That shit fucked with me, bro. That shit looks so weird to me. Like, that boy, I mean, he had a perfect ass set of teeth, but it just looks so weird. Am I like Two Gun? Tell me that shit was just like, it was so weird the way he was crying like that. See, I ain't the only one. Even I've been surprised with that rating Scarpad.
Yeah, well, life is full of surprises.
Evan said a 3.75, maybe even a 4. And Two Gun says 4.5, I'm guessing. Yeah. So I'd say we got an average score of about 4-ish in there. Weird crying, right? But that was so weird. The teeth, man, were freaking me out. It's like fucking chiclets in
I
his
mean,
teeth.
if we grade on scales, I mean, a 3 would basically be a B, and a 2.5 would basically be a C plus. So C plus is a good score. The movie I think has issues, so
Yeah.
not bad.
Sometimes I feel like we should just do it out of 10 because I feel like sometimes when you do it out of 5, scores like seem worse than they are. If it's anything.
Well, it would still be a 5 for me if it was a 10. It's still a C plus. I mean, it's still right in the middle.
Yeah, I can't believe you hated the second half though that much. I feel like you more don't like.
I really thought it got ridiculous once he beat the shit out of the guy and the guy was still alive.
That would be two, but that would be 2/3 in. That's not halfway. That's technically
That's about
2/3.
right. Well, you still had 40 minutes left.
Exactly. So you're 2/3 in.
Yeah, well, yeah.
2.5 hours.
It felt like I was about. The movie,
I feel like you should be more like a 3.
No, 2.5. Because now I think the movie's too long, and it's too long, and it didn't really sell me on the protagonists. Either they were gonna make the guy, either they're gonna make him. They didn't fulfill the vision of the movie to make the guy a monster.
Yeah.
They with this theme of you got to become a monster, do a monster, but they wanted to have it both ways. And to me, that undercut the narrative of the movie, and it was too long. So there you go. Do that.
Okay, I wanted him to kill him instantly. It's like,
just to me, you lose all sympathy for the guy when he puts innocent people and gets all those people killed. Make him more of a monster. Don't make him sentimental. I have no remorse for the guy at the end of the movie. He's crying. Fuck him.
Well, that's why I didn't give it like no 5 because it was too long, a little too long. He, I wanted them to make him a little bit more of a monster, but I still thought it was a good movie. But hey, 2 points. That's what you think.
But yeah, there's a lot of good scenes in the movie. I really, I like the main guy. So
if that's what you think, I'd give it 2 fucks. I'm just fucking with you. I don't give a fuck. You give it a fucking 1. I could care less.
I give it a 1.
Yeah, Jag says 4.0. I really enjoyed it. Taxi scene was great. I couldn't agree more. I thought that was incredible. Really incredible sequence. Yeah, to suspend my disbelief a bit, but nothing new for me. Yeah, I mean, we're watching a movie. You're gonna just have to do that, unless you're watching something like Oppenheimer that's based on some true shit. It's a fucking movie. So, but yeah, Evan says that's kind of true, Scarpad. So yeah. So all around great movie. Thank you, Two Gun, as always, for sending this. Thank you for the recommendation. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. We'll have to do that Edge of Axe too at some point. Since you said
I've seen that.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I've always seen the cover, and I always thought the cover was really cool. So we'll do that at some point. I know Two Gun will have some more picks for me at some point.
The cover's a bit better than the movie, but the movie's all right.
I'm sure at some point we'll get you could pick another. You can have another month, and it gives Two Gun another month. So we're just starting the year off. Um, so kicking off next week, we'll be starting March Madness, and we'll be kicking March Madness off with a motherfucking banger. One I have not seen in dude, I haven't seen this movie in like 20 years, so I'm super excited to watch it again and review it. Right here. And we'll be kicking off March Madness on DHS with Jacob's Ladder. So, real good one. Actually, shot a courtesy of Scarpad sending it my way. Thank you for that, as always. So, oh, dude, of course, man. Dude, you're always. Thank you for sending me copies of the movies you pick, man. I always appreciate when you pick some movies because it gives me something new to watch. I'm trying to be better about picking stuff I haven't seen before. I feel like I'm always bad about I always pick stuff that I've already seen before, and I gotta do better at picking stuff I haven't seen. I usually, sometimes I don't always like to be super negative when I come on. So it's like I like to review stuff that I know I like, but sometimes you can't like everything, man. So I gotta do better at reviewing stuff that I haven't seen, And you always throw some stuff my way that I haven't seen, but Scarpad, we did a couple of movies on his month that I hadn't seen either. So yeah, it was a good last 2 months. Best psychological thriller of the '90s, Screw Exorcist 3. Yeah, I can't wait to see it, man. Oh man, Scarpad sent one to Two Gun as well. Yeah, man. I cannot wait to see. I can't wait. Been a long time, man. It's gonna be like honestly going into a blind because I have not seen it in forever, so I really don't even remember like anything about it. So that'll be a good one. Yeah, we got some good ones for March Madness. I think week 3, man. I think the Babadook, which one of Evan's favorite movies. So I know he's super happy about that. Which I think that was Donnie Darko. Which I believe the Babadook Joe Bob Briggs episode is still up. So when we get close to that, definitely recommend checking Joe Bob Briggs Babadook episode out. And week 2. So we got Jacob's Ladder for week 1. We got Anthony Hopkins Magic for week 2, I believe. Wait, is that right? Or no, is it Bliss? Fucking Bliss? I don't even know the order of my list. And I have my thing loaded up. Oh, actually funny too. Here it is. So week 1, which I guess I'm kicking off March Madness. Week 1 in March Madness will be Jacob's Ladder on my show. Robbie's going to be doing Lizard in a Woman's Skin. Fable's going to be doing Flatliners. Bruno's going to be doing House by Cemetery. And then week 2, I'll be doing Bliss. Robbie will be doing Dead Ringers. Bruno's doing The Machinist. Then week 3, I'm doing the Anthony Hopkins Magic from 1978. Robbie's doing Leprechaun. Fable's doing Fight Club. Bruno's doing Reanimator. And then week 4 is the Babadook. And then Robbie's doing Mother, which I'm guessing that's the Jennifer Lawrence. And Fable's doing Old Boy. Bruno's doing Scarpad's favorite, The Invisible Man from 2020. And then I'm ending March Madness.
I recently reevaluated.
And then Robbie's ending March Madness with The Lighthouse. Yeah, man. He went back, rewatched it, and he gave that shit a motherfucking 4. He ate his words. He hated doing it, but he did it.
Well,
You literally said, "You're like, I hate telling you guys you're right, and I hate eating my words." I
Well,
went back and rewatched it, and it was fucking incredible. You guys hear that? Scarpad loves the
they
20
love. Well,
man.
I give
He
it a
loves,
4. That was good.
he loves it.
Yeah,
He still
I
likes the original better.
well, of course. I still give Wolfman a 3.
Yeah. Hey, that's fine. As long as you recognize that Invisible Man is better and awesome.
Oh, he's better than Wolfman. Oh, yeah.
That's all I care about. Yeah.
No, I never said it was a fucking masterpiece. I said it was good.
He said it's a fucking masterpiece.
I
Exactly.
still,
Words.
I said that was good. It was good. It has issues, but it was all right.
You know, I saw that when it first came out, but I don't remember it. Oh, that's surprising. That's your recommendation. I forget what. I don't know if I remember liking that. Does it have like Giallo, like homage?
Mother, isn't that the movie with Albert Brooks and Debbie Riddles?
No,
Where
it came
where
20.
like he moves in with his mother, and his mother has like frozen stuff in the thing. It's comedy.
No, it wouldn't be comedy. It does. Isn't it the one that has Jennifer Lawrence? It's been a while. I think I saw it when it first came out, and it was.
Mother.
It's got Ed Harris, Javier Bardem.
Yes.
I always liked Jennifer Lawrence back then, so I remember watching it when it first came out, but I don't remember anything. I thought I remember her having like dementia or something. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know. I could be completely off. I'll have to give it a rewatch. So what do we got for show and tell, motherfucker?
I got a couple things. You want me to go first? You want to go?
I can go. I can get it. Are you ready now?
I
Or you
got
need
some stuff.
to grab it. Okay.
You got your stuff?
I'd have to grab it. It'll only take me 2 seconds, but I didn't know.
I got it right here. I got it right here. Oh, not very much. This came in. I think Dylan will be showing this too. I got another version of Godzilla -1, and this is the only version so far that's got Godzilla minus color on it. All right, sit. The dog over here woofing. It's the only version that has Godzilla minus color, and unfortunately, that's on a Blu-ray only. But I did look at this today. I watched it. It looks phenomenal.
Yeah, I might watch that tonight.
I wish it was on a 4K, but it still looks really, really good. So I was happy with the disc. Picked up the latest Arrow version of. Hey, sit. Come on. He's barking at himself in the TV set. That's you in the TV. Sit. Come on, dummy. Life Force Arrow 4K. This is the only one that has the international cut of Life Force on 4K. When Shout Factory put out the 4K, they put the international cut, which is the best cut, on Blu-ray only. But I will tell you that this movie doesn't look the greatest on 4K. It's very grainy. I really think if you got the 4K from Shout Factory, you're good. You don't have to pick this up. This, on the other hand, this is Humanoids from the Deep, came out from Shout on 4K. This looks really good. This looks the best I've ever seen this movie look. And if you're a fan of this movie like I am, this is well worth getting.
Love that.
The 4K of Humanoids from the Deep. I got Nosferatu. I was a little disappointed. I saw this movie on 4K. I didn't think it looked as good as I thought it was going to.
Really?
I think maybe it's bit rate starved. In other words, because it has the 4K's got the extended and the original on the same disc.
Really?
I think maybe it's a little compressed.
That's
I'd be interested to see I'd be interested to see what this looks like if it comes out a boutique label, which I'm sure it will at some point.
But check the blue. Oh well, wait, the Blu-ray probably has both cuts too on it.
No, I think the Blu-ray only has the extended is only on the 4K. So I'm
Okay.
pretty sure. And it doesn't have much for extra features. It's got deleted scenes. It's got a couple of featurettes. So I thought it looked okay, but I was expecting a little bit better.
I'm hoping a boutique does it. That's why I just picked up the slip. But the
And
steel, I never even saw go in fucking stock.
and finally, from Arrow, this is a 4K Region B release of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This movie on 4K looks amazing.
Don't you
Uh,
have the Vinegar Syndrome release though?
I have the Vinegar Syndrome release of
That's,
of Texas Chainsaw 2. Yes, I do.
I was
And
gonna say,
I think this looks a little bit better than that. I don't know if this is a new. Yeah, this is a 4K restoration from the original negative.
is that
Uh,
is that a
it's got
slipper?
Dolby Vision. This is a slip,
Oh wait, but it has a side. Okay, that's
and then it's
weird.
got the disc, and it's got the book and the poster.
See, that must be something new they're doing because they did that with Inglorious Bastards. But I thought they did that with Inglorious Bastards because they did like the the hard box on the inside looks like a book.
Right.
I'll show you. But I wonder if they're gonna start doing slips over their hard box now from now on. I want
Yeah.
to pick.
I got the Texas Chainsaw box set. I got the two from Vinegar Syndrome. Um, this looks a little bit better. And of
You
course,
think you need to
I think
do a
this,
test and look and see for reals.
yeah, I think this looks a little bit better. Really,
Arrow.
really nice transfer on this. So if you're a fan, this one's worth getting. I really love I think the extras are a little different too. The commentaries are the same, and that commentary with Bill Moseley, Killen Williams, and Tom Savini I listened to was great. So there you go. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that's it.
That's a beautiful fucking. Dude, I want to pick that setup so bad. Yeah, cause like my Inglorious Bastards set, it has this artwork, and this is the first time I've ever seen them do a
Yeah,
slip
pretty
like that.
similar.
Evan said that his Silence of the Lambs arrow set does that, but obviously I thought they did it like this because the art there's no they made this look like a War Office notebook or something. But so I'm wondering if they're gonna start doing that from now on, like adding a flip onto theirs.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I gotta pick that TCM2 arrow up. And I think they did like I wasn't that crazy about the Vinegar Syndrome artwork. I liked the slip cover, but the hard box artwork I wasn't that crazy about. I don't know, it was weird. I got this too. Mine came fucking damaged and cracked. So I'm waiting on my replacement. But yeah, I picked that up. I actually during March Madness, Evan got an extra digital code for Nosferatu. So, and I'll have an extra digital code. So I'll have two Nosferatu digital codes that I'll be doing like a little raffle for whoever's in the show. I'll probably give out one show and another on another show, but I'll probably just say whoever actually uses digital codes because I was gonna give one to Two Gun, but he doesn't. Some people don't care about digital codes. I don't know. I always use them because it's like when I buy something on 4K, I always use my digital codes because then I own it on digital, and so it's like a 2-for-1. Instead, some people will go buy this on digital for $25. I pay $25. I own it on physical and I own it on digital, so that's always nice. As Scarp had said, I also got this, which kind of bummed they didn't give this a slip cover. You know what I mean? Scarphead, like, what was up with that? No slip cheap
bastards.
only way to get the only way to get the fucking minus color, which I have not seen.
Well,
minus.
I mean, that's not true. It was also Minus Color was also in that big box set they put out originally too.
But you would have had to have a Japan. Well, I guess we could have watched. Well,
We could have watched it.
possibly, but if it was only on a 4K disc, no, because
it didn't have the English. It didn't have the English language. That does.
Yeah, it was only so there was no fucking point. I wish we would have got a box set like that though, man. That was such a good slip. Yeah, this needs a slip. Cool artwork though.
And I'm so impressed by the dub on that movie. Is so good.
Yeah,
I mean, the dub, usually it's terrible, but the dub is almost as good as the original version of it.
You saw Minus Color in theaters. I have not seen Minus Color at all. And when you sent that message today saying like
and the dub, it wasn't dubbed in theaters. It was only in Japanese in the theaters.
Oh,
Minus
right,
Color.
right. When we get both versions on the disc, so that's cool.
Right.
I saw that picture you sent of it, man. I cannot wait to watch this, man. I'm so excited. I actually might watch it tonight. I feel like it's going to be perfect to watch at nighttime with the with the Minus Color. So I'm super excited. Hey, what's up, Circumstance? Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. The Scarpad, man, me and him have been watching some of these, not older shows, but kind of like I'd say like early 2000 shows, and he got me hooked on this Falling Skies from 2010 2011. The show on TNT right around the time Walking Dead came out, produced by Spielberg, and dude, I binged through season 1 and absolutely loving this show. So
it goes a little off the rails in season 4 and 5, but
I'm sure.
But I'll do.
Really good show so far, and it's on.
It's good for the first 3.
It's on HBO Max too, if you didn't.
Yeah.
And since Scarpad sent me and Two Gun those portable players, I've been snagging a DVD box set here and there. So I had like two gift cards from Christmas I had from Amazon. So, and Amazon's been having a bunch of deals lately. Have you noticed that too, Scarpad? I feel like they've been having a lot of stuff like on sale. And they had the entire Bates Motel complete series for like $20. So I love this show. Absolutely love this show. When it was coming out, I watched it week to week. So I would have rather had it on Blu-ray, but I don't mind because it's actually really nice to be able to pop a disc in and watch that portable player in bed. So I just hate the DVD scratch, man. So, but nice box set for $20. You really can't fucking beat that, man. Don't remember if I showed these off, but I got these in like a week ago. My WNUF Halloween special, which me and Scarpat watched these on the VR headset in my VR bedroom with the CRT TV, and this was just a blast to watch. And
I was on Dylan's bed.
The slipcovers on these were awesome. Yeah, man, this motherfucker went in.
You just want to get me in the bedroom, that's all.
Don't want to leave my bed ever since I let him on it. And this came out in like 2010 or something, I want to say. Which, did you see on this? It has a WNUF Christmas special.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah. But
I think it's on the VHS tape too.
Is it? Yeah, I gotta pick up that VHS. I gotta pick that up sooner than later. And then they came out with Out There Halloween Mega Tape WNUF2. Basically, they actually did a slipcover and for one that matches, so these two go together. But I think that one sold out really quick, so they ended up reprinting a new slipcover, which I actually like this better. I think this slipcover is way better. But I wish they made a slipcover for this that matches this, because it's cool that one matches. But it's cool that this one looks like a tape.
Yeah, the first
one's the best.
Is the best, yes.
This one was cool though because it was like '90s, and they like make all these commercials that are like when you were a kid and you'd be up late watching TV and they'd
Come
show
on,
all the
Sophia.
commercials. They like remake their
Blue.
own commercials.
Come on, Blue.
So this one was
Come on, Blue.
was this the '80s or the '70s? Yeah,
That
this
was
is
70s, 80s. Come on. Come on.
It says originally broadcast live on October 31st, 1987.
Right.
Yeah, this was the '80s, and then this was the '90s. But me and you were saying they should have done one for the '70s.
Right.
And I also snagged the Rumpelstiltskin, which this was just a fucking beautiful, beautiful
Sit. Come on.
hardcover box set,
Sit,
man.
please.
And this is actually, I don't know why. Too bad, man. I should have, but this isn't really, I don't know if this is necessary for March Madness, but with it being March and then Robbie doing Leprechaun, me and Scarphead should have done Rumpelstiltskin March Madness.
Yeah, the transfer in that movie is phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you get the fucking.
I was really impressed by that.
What the fuck? 3-disc set. Comes with the soundtrack, 4K Blu-ray. Beautiful set, man.
Right.
And it was selling out like hotcakes, because this movie actually, it's never been put on Blu-ray. It had a DVD, but the DVD was actually, it was really just the VHS, just thrown on a DVD. So it looked like dog shit.
Oh, was it really?
Which one did you get? Because there's a complete set where it has all the movies and the TV show, and it was like $16. Or they had just the 7 Tremor movies for like 12.
I got the 7. I just bought the TV show separately.
I'm sure Two Gun just got the movies, but I should have put it in the chat, because for $4 more you get the TV show, because the TV show by itself is like $13. So for
$11.
For $4 more, you get all the movies and the show. I think that's the way to go. But
Right.
I don't own the show, and I only own the Tremors on Blu-ray, so I kind of want to pick up the DVD set just so I'll pay $3 more, and I'll have the show, and because I'd like to watch them sometimes on my portable player. And man, I snagged this because I found out the Blu-ray set is out of print, and I snagged it with one of my gift cards, and this was literally $20. Fucking love this show. It was a short show. It only went like 4 seasons, and it was only like 30 episodes. But Eastbound and Down, the complete series, man. If you know, you know. Kenny motherfucking Powers, baby. Danny McBride is insane in this movie, dude. I fucking love this show so much. You get Will Ferrell, you get fucking so many funny guys in this, man. And Danny McBride is just one of my fucking favorites, dude. Any motherfucking Powers, man.
So that's just not like the baseball version of Ted Lasso?
I've never seen Ted Lasso, so
Right.
I highly doubt it, though, man, because this is like highly R-rated.
Okay.
And I snagged these from Macari, because these are like really fucking hard to get, and I got them for like, I think I paid like $25-$30, but they usually go for like I'd say like 60 to like $100. I got Fringe, the complete series. This is season 1. I was bummed they came a little bit more beat up than they looked, but
Well, they always beat up the outside boxes. Stuff to get a clean set.
yeah, all the discs look fine, but season 4, some of the discs looked a little scratched up, and that kind of bummed me out. Fringe season 2 was actually sealed still, so that was nice. And Fringe season 3, and this is another show, kind of reminiscent to like X-Files. But yeah, I don't know why season 4 was beat up so much. I feel like this guy probably snagged some of these, like just randomly used, and he held on to, watched them, held on to them, and then now he's like, oh, I don't need them anymore. I'll sell them.
Yeah, I'm almost at the end of season 2, and it's still really good.
Yeah, oh, really? I'm almost at the end of season 1 because they're like 20 episodes. I think I'm on episode 13. I would be done with season 1 already, but then I jumped to Falling Skies, and then today I was watching Eastbound and Down, and then season 5. Looks like season 5 is probably the shortest because it's a little tiny set, unless they just
Right, I
made.
think I got canceled after like 9 episodes, 10, but they did finish it. So
Okay. Yeah, but great series so far, and I'd want a giveaway on the show, so I had free shipping, so I snagged a couple $2 tapes. I got these like a month ago, but I finally got them in. Speaking of, we were talking about Exorcist 3, greatest thriller of all time, psychological thriller, and this is a really clean tape. Only problem is it had a rip on top, but other than that, it was perfect. So I felt like I'd rather just pay $2 for a perfect copy with a little rip on the top. And it still got the seal on it, and this thing is clean, man. And this was the one I won. Bela Lugosi, Return of the Vampire. Not the greatest cover, but it is a Good Times, so I got Good Times cheaped out, and they don't want to use his likeness. But I have never seen this on tape, so I was super happy to get this, and I fucking love Return of the Vampire. So, and I just snagged this because, like I said, it was only $2. And the 2 anniversary collector's edition, little 2 tape set. But yeah, and I have this. I had this already, but it was a clamshell, and it was a Good Times tape, and I wanted this on slip, and this was really clean. King Kong versus Godzilla.
that was clean.
All my Zilla tapes are slip, and that was the only one. So I figured, I was like, yeah, I'll just snag this for it, because it was literally, I got this for $1. So, and it was like perfect. And these, oh man, what the fuck, man? This sneaky motherfucker, man. So I look at this, man. I got Godzilla and Mothra, the Battle for Earth. This motherfucker throws the fucking little thing right across this. Never saw that. Little fucker. But I got this for cheap anyways. Not that big of a deal. I never see these anywhere. I'm sure. Have you seen this one? You've seen this one. Godzilla and Mothra, the Battle of Earth.
Yeah, that's the latest series. They're not quite as good as the early ones.
I figured, but I'm trying to track down as much of these as I can, and these are I feel like a lot of these are hard to find. I got it for super cheap, so whatever. And I got Godzilla versus Mothra as well. This was kind of beat up, but another one I needed. The Godzilla ones are big ones I'm always looking for, because I like the dub stuff better, and those are just super fun to watch. I was gonna say it's still a classic. So yeah, that's what I got. Yeah, I have not seen like any Godzilla. I haven't been on Whatnot like in weeks. The last time I went, I was just hanging out, and I was just hitting the giveaway, and I won on the giveaway. And the guy was like, "Oh, I'm dropping all my $5 tapes to 2." So I ended up seeing. He ended up just randomly pulling out those 2 Godzillas. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I had like $10 in my $10 on a gift card I needed to finish. It was like one of those stupid Visa cards that I had forever. And I was like, I'll just fucking use the rest of this. And I grabbed those last couple of tapes.
I got this week too. See?
Yeah.
Hey, doggy. He's evil.
Evil?
Very evil dog.
Do you got that? Do you have Godzilla versus Kong?
Godzilla vs. King Kong?
Yeah,
I got it. On tape? I think so.
I was gonna say, I didn't think you had it on tape.
I'm not sure. I know I have it on disc.
Yeah, I know you got it on disc. You don't have any clamshells.
Not the Godzilla movies.
You,
I
you
got
have
deep.
clam.
I got deep red in the clamshell.
Oh, deep red's a clam. Is it like? Is it like the fucking like this kind of clamshell, or is it like the hard
Yes.
box?
No, it's the hard box.
I forget. I think those are like the bullet boxes or whatever they call them.
Yeah, I know what they call them.
Yeah, man, I definitely would like to fucking snag that fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 set. That thing is sick. Yeah, man. Dugan, I tell you, man, you need to snag that TerraVision set. Well, actually, I think the one that I got, you might be able to still get. I don't know where. Maybe check Orbit or TerraVision. TerraVision might have the one that me and Scarpad got. That one might be sold out, but they do have
They're putting
another.
out the standard version of it.
Yeah, it will come with the slip cover though. It will come with a slip. It just I don't think it's gonna come. It's not gonna come with that hard that
No,
outer
no,
hard,
no. Just right,
and it doesn't come with the soundtrack CD. But it's still gonna have the
right,
4K Blu-ray. Honestly, that's still
right.
perfect, and it's a little bit
Yeah,
cheaper. So I would still snag that. You might be able to track the one that we got somewhere, but if it's gonna
I think
cost
they might still
more,
have that in stock. They might still have that in stock.
you might be able to. It has been a little bit, but it's a great movie, man. So either way, if you can't get the 3 disc set, I would just snag the 2 and save the money, because it's worth
Yeah, in
it.
fact, they just shipped. TerraVision just shipped my Rumpelstiltskin VHS. I
Yeah.
should be getting that by next week.
Oh, they shipped that. Yeah, yeah. I've been doing some VHS. So we're really just horror and Godzilla stuff. I'm trying to collect all the Stephen King's VHS tapes. I'm trying to get all the
But
Godzilla.
it's interesting that TerraVision is still putting out newer releases on VHS.
Yeah, I want to get that WNUF. I think I might try to snag that Rumpelstiltskin too. I was just waiting. I was gonna try to snag next week when I get paid. I almost thought they were doing a Reanimator VHS tape, but it ended up it's just a cassette. I was like, damn, because they showed Bride and Reanimator, and I was like, oh my god, I was gonna jump on those so quick, and then I like did it
Well,
because they were
I ordered that Reanimator 4K that's coming out. I think
yeah
it's gonna be out in March. I should have that.
yeah. So there's this you can get Two Gun right now with standard special edition with slipcover for 32. I don't know
And
if
that's pretty nice. That's nice. That's nice. It's a
no,
nice slip cover.
it's gonna be really good. It's fucking
Yeah, to
TerraVision.
tell you the truth, I hate when they do shit like that because I kind of, if I knew they were putting out that version, I would have bought that version. I probably would have
I
bought the
knew they
box.
were, but I knew they were, but it would you're gonna because that's a pre-order now, so you'd have to wait a couple more months. You
Right.
probably cared, but I love Rumpelstiltskin, so I wanted the more expensive one. So
Yeah, it's
that's
a pretty
just
good movie. I never saw it. It was pretty good.
and I knew that one would be more rare.
And the guy who
Uh,
plays Rumpelstiltskin, I never knew, is the guy who plays Quark's brother in Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
yeah, yeah, 45. I forget if I don't know what I paid. I don't know if I paid 45 on TerraVision. Maybe, but you got to think it's a movie that never ever like this is the first time that movie's ever been on Blu-ray, let alone 4K, and it's just a beautiful set. Comes with a poster, a book, um, a CD. It's a beautiful set. But yeah, the standard version for 32, I think is great. And like Scarpad said, he probably would have just snagged that if he knew. Uh, that's what they do when these releases sell out crazy. They're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna do another standard version because people that couldn't get the deluxe, they're gonna just get the standard. Yeah, I liked Hard Eyes, Nicholas. I liked Hard Eyes. I saw it in theaters and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Scarphead
That's a
and Two
crazy.
Scarphead and Two Gun weren't too crazy about it, but I enjoyed it. I thought for what it was really good. I really liked Companion. I think I would say I liked Companion better, but Hard Eye was just a fun.
Yeah, I like
Um,
Pac-Man.
I love the look of Hard Eyes, but I could see Hard Eyes being a fucking getting a sequel, but I don't think it needs it. I'd rather it just stay one shot. But we only got like two Valentine's Day slashes. We got My Bloody Valentine, the remake, and we got Valentine, and now we got Hard Eye. So it's cool, and it was the same company that put out Thanksgiving. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I definitely think it's worth a watch. But you got to go in knowing that there is gonna be like some lovey-dovey shit going on because it's a slasher based around Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? So, um,
I
I
just
think
wish the couple were better.
yeah, I think it is a little bit more meant for a younger generation though.
No, they had no chemistry together. Those two, terrible. They
Yeah, yeah, the companion was great. Yeah, I can't wait for Thanksgiving too though to come out. I'm super hyped for that. Um, so yeah, so we got uh Jacob's Ladder next Sunday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. There's also Hospital Massacre, aka X-Ray, and Lover's Lane that are Valentine's Day horror as well. Oh, I never heard of them. I'll have to check those out. Yeah, I'm sure there's a couple other random ones I never heard of, but yeah, obviously
Lover's Lane, Vinegar Syndrome put out thing on Lover's Lane.
it's a Hospital Massacre, aka X-Ray, and Lover's Lane. Yeah, did they? I didn't know. That's cool. I have to write those down. Scarphead, you got anything going on? You want to throw out
No, nothing at all.
the guard dogs? Someone's getting mauled tonight. Someone's getting fucking eaten. Someone's getting eaten on live. Yeah, I'll check them out. I took a screenshot so I can look them up later. But yeah. So we got Jacob's Ladder next Sunday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern to kick off March Madness. It's gonna be a great one. No better way, I think, to kick off March Madness. I'll check if I got VHS to donate to DHS. If y'all like, let me know. Yeah, dude, that's super kind of you, Nicholas. Yeah, I mean, if you find some, let me know. Let me know. I'll definitely accept some VHS. Just let me know. I don't know if you got Instagram or not, but you could direct message me on Instagram, Dylan's Horror Show. So just let me know. Um, you said nothing going on though, Scarphead.
No, pretty much good.
Motherfucker, don't ever go on Discord no more. Once a week now. This man burned himself
Well,
out. He was doing
I'm
Discord
usually up
every
there.
day.
I'm up there by myself half the time, so I might as well just watch on TV.
What do you mean? You need to start doing them when I'm at work, when I'm bored.
Well, hey,
Unaccept hands me sounds. Were you weren't up there by yourself Saturday? Two Gun was there.
Two Gun, you didn't show up.
What he did.
Yeah, you didn't show up. Two Gun showed up.
Sleep. I said I fell asleep. Two Gun did.
You know, I fell asleep,
You're acting
man.
like you were by yourself. It's either me or two. Me and Two Gun are always there. I just fell asleep. It's an accident.
Mostly Two Gun.
Mostly Two Gun. What? Yeah, you've barely been doing it. You've barely been doing it. I think that Popeye's Revenge was the first one in a while.
No. Mwah.
Oh yeah, at least like a week. But all right,
I gotta put the doggies out, so I gotta go.
Nancy. Shut up. You ain't gotta go nowhere.
I do think the doggies out. Look at
Dude,
guys.
it's
Bye,
like,
man.
what the fuck you doing? What a little pussy. All right, y'all. Well, appreciate everyone hanging out. Jacob's Ladder next Sunday, 10 p.m. 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Hope y'all have a great week. Appreciate y'all hanging out. And we'll catch you next week. Peace out, y'all.